Stop applying for New Zealand visa sponsorship jobs. Apply for this instead. Now, this is particularly for people who are interested in relocating to New Zealand for work or to leave, maybe not to study. So people who are looking to move from their countries anywhere around the world to New Zealand, stop applying for New Zealand sponsorship jobs and apply for this document instead. Now, what document am I talking about? Well, you have to give me 1 second. I'm gonna dash up to the market, and you guys already know I'm gonna be right back with more.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical, all the niggas mimical, but they stare still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral, maximum damage.
Hello YouTube, hello Chronicles, how you all doing today? It's still your value-based king Fuse from FuseChronicles.com. We are your #1 place for anything and everything that has to do with travel, tourism, and lifestyle. And these are the only 3 contents we put out on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet here on YouTube, you are definitely on a long thing, particularly if you are interested in traveling to select countries like Canada, the US, New Zealand, Netherlands, the United Kingdom, and places like this. Why don't you think about going down, smashing the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so when we drop valuable content such as this, you're gonna catch it when it drops. Share this with your friends, like our videos, okay? We found out that a lot of people come to watch our videos, but very few percentage actually think to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, okay? The information we give out is totally free of charge. I do not charge you whatsoever for my consultations. You can send me messages on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, and I'm definitely going to respond with whatever inquiry you have with sound response at that as well, okay? But if you want us to help you take responsibility of filling out these forms and applying to companies, then you always have a surcharge to these services, okay? Now, what document am I talking about? Now, remember the caption of this video is stop applying for New Zealand sponsorship jobs and apply for this instead. Now, what is this? Now, this is very simple. This is a New Zealand electronic travel authorization, or an e-visa for short. Now, this document is for 2 categories of people, only 2. There are more, but the rest of them fall under these 2 categories. It's for people who are looking to visit New Zealand, or for businessmen who are looking to transact some form of business with their counterparts in New Zealand, okay? Now, I said there are other categories or subcategories that this visa is also good for. Is for people who are in transit through New Zealand, people who are going on a luxury cruise in their yacht, and they're going to pass through the coast of New Zealand. They're also mandated to get a New Zealand electronic travel authorization. This is a New Zealand visa waiver. If you have a New Zealand electronic travel authorization, you do not need to fill a visa application form to travel to New Zealand. It means you can go into this country and travel in and out at will as you so please, okay? Now, before you guys go rejoicing like, yes, Jesus, yes, you did it. No, slow down, okay? Slow down. This is for people from select countries. Not every country is authorized to apply for an NZeTA or a New Zealand electronic travel authorization. There's select countries. I'm going to be reading out some of these countries to you very soon. So stay tuned. Don't switch up. Don't log off this video. Watch it to the very end. Every information we're going to talk about in this video is something that is going to be very helpful to people who are interested in relocating to New Zealand. Okay? Now, to apply, how do you apply for an NZeTA or a New Zealand visa waiver? How do you do it? You need to request for it by going on the New Zealand immigration website. You can do this by going to the Fuse Chronicles. You can do this by going to the Fuse Chronicles website. We have links where you can access the form and fill it. You need to pay a surcharge. So for those doing this through the New Zealand immigration app, you're going to be charged 17 New Zealand dollars. For those doing it on the web form or the New Zealand immigration portal, you're going to be charged 23 New Zealand dollars. Then you need to also pay for your international visitor and conservators levy. So this is also a levy or a surcharge you will need to also pay for if you're looking to get a New Zealand visa waiver, and this is 35 New Zealand dollars. So that's 3 and 5 New Zealand dollars. So together I think it's about, say, 40 to 50 something New Zealand dollars. Okay, so this is what, and remember, it's very paramount that you must be from the country stipulated. You must be from the country stipulated on the immigration website for New Zealand. If you're not from this country, don't even bother to apply. You're going to be rejected and your application is definitely going to be declined. Now, the question some of you guys are going to be asking me, Fuse, how long can we stay in New Zealand for? How long? You can stay in New Zealand under the New Zealand visa waiver for up to 2 years. For up to 2 years, you can stay in New Zealand, and that's more than enough time. That's ample time for you guys to regularize your visa and switch to a category that's going to put you in line for permanent residency in New Zealand. This is a no-brainer. Now, for people who do not reside in a country that is recognized to get this visa waiver, you can immigrate to a different country. I know the United Kingdom is definitely on that list, and the United States also is on that list. Australia is there and thereabouts. You can immigrate to any of these countries, and after you stay there for a while, you can apply for the New Zealand visa waiver. You're definitely going to get it, okay? Now, I'm going to be reading out the countries that qualify for this. To do this, you guys already know, you will need to go to the Fuse Chronicles website, okay? That's where the magic happens. Before I drop a video on YouTube, best believe we always have the articles on the Fuse Chronicles website. So this is it here, length of stay under the New Zealand visa waiver, the countries, okay? So this is the country. So I'm going to read some of it, not all of it, okay? So there's Argentina, there's Andorra, there's Austria, there's Bahrain, there's Belgium, there's Brazil, there's Brunei, there's Bulgaria, there's Canada, of course, there's Chile, there's Croatia, Cyprus, there's Czech Republic, there's the Netherlands, yes, there's Norway, there's Oman, Poland, Portugal, Switzerland. There are more countries there, okay? You guys can check it out. So there's the Seychelles. The Seychelles is there. There's Malaysia, there's Malta, okay? There's Kuwait, there's Korea, South Korea, okay? And Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Uruguay, Vatican City. There's all these countries, and there's also the criteria that these countries qualify for to be on this list, okay? So you guys can go there and knock yourself out. So if your country is not on this list, like I said, you don't need to worry. You can always immigrate to a country that is on the list, and after a while apply for a New Zealand visa waiver. Now, I know someone has been hitting me up. There's two people actually, who've been hitting me constantly without end on Instagram Fuse, what is this New Zealand visa waiver? What is this stuff? How can I get it? Okay. Unfortunately, most African countries are not on the list, but like I said, you can immigrate to a country that's on the list and then try to apply, okay? So it's very simple. It beats always applying for a New Zealand sponsorship jobs from companies that advertise these jobs and not getting any response, or even getting response of being declined on your application. You can just do this, go to New Zealand and apply for these jobs in person. And when you get accepted, you can move on now to apply for your work permit and then change the status or the category of your visa, okay? So you guys see it. This is it. You can now stop applying for sponsorship jobs and apply for this instead, particularly if you reside in a country covered in the list of countries that are accepted to apply for this travel authorization, okay? And if this video was somehow too fast, there's something you can do. You can go down to the settings tab, click on the gear icon, and modulate the speed of the video to the level that you feel most comfortable. And if still you don't get it, and maybe instead of informing you, I confuse you even more, do me a favor, go down to the comment section and leave your inquiries there. I respond to all inquiries, and I'll be sure to respond or come around to responding to your inquiries when you leave them down there, okay? So if this video was helpful to anybody out there, you guys already know what you should do. Go down, smash the subscribe button, okay? Turn on the notification bell so you stay notified when we drop future videos such as this one, and share these videos with your friends. Before you do that, why don't you give us a like? It helps us with the YouTube algorithm. It tells Mr. YouTube that you found this video valuable, and you're gonna find more people just like yourself all around the world to show these videos to. In our next episode, I'm going to be talking about New Zealand jobs that do not need you to break a sweat to get accepted by these companies, okay? If somehow the New Zealand visa waiver is not for you, or you don't have the patience of immigrating to the UK or to Australia or to all these countries before you apply, I'm gonna come out with jobs that are easy to get in New Zealand so you can apply and hopefully get a work visa to move to New Zealand, okay? And like I always say, now this video in my mind are all torches. They're all flames like a burning candle. I'm giving you this torch, and I want you to take it and light other torches around you. If you know people who qualify for this particular documentation, share with them. Let them go ahead and let this be your gift to them for Christmas as the year is coming to an end, okay? And if you're interested in learning about more visa sponsorship jobs to New Zealand, the video is going to pop up to my right. Why don't you click that video and be on your way to getting the information you so desire, okay? And until the next one, I remain your value-based king, Fuse. I'll catch you guys on the next cut. Bye-bye for now.